Hi everybody, Peter Boland inviting you to join me this coming Wednesday, September 10th at the Grossmont Center location for part one of two brand new talks that I built for this month, 2 weeks apart. This first one's coming up on Wednesday the 10th. It's called Wisdom in Crisis, and next time, 2 weeks later, Crisis as Opportunity. These talks came out of requests that came out of the audience everywhere I go. Peter, what does wisdom look like? What does it feel like in times of chaos, in times of despair, in times of deconstruction? The empire is transitioning into whatever it's going to be next. And that unsettled uncertainty is kind of driving some of us mad. So what might the great wisdom traditions offer as counsel in times like these? Join me for that inquiry. See you this coming Wednesday at Oasis Grossmont.
Hi, this is Julia Pfister, and I would like for you to join me September 11th at 10 a.m. at the Rancho Bernardo facility for a lecture on Neo-Impressionism. This is the late 19th century movement pioneered by George Seurat and Paul Signac that used scientific approaches to color and light through techniques like pointillism. We'll examine how these artists transformed Impressionist spontaneity into this systematic style that really influenced modern art's embrace of structure and theory. And we'll take a look at such paintings as Georges Seurat's Isle of Le Grand Jatte. So again, September 11th at 10 a.m. at Rancho Bernardo. Hope to see you there.
Finish this sentence for me. I pledge allegiance. You know most of it because you learned it at a very young age and said it over and over again. What is patriotism? How has it functioned in American history? That's what we're going to talk about on September 8th. I'm Professor Edward Bloom at San Diego State University. Forward to seeing you.
Hello, my name is Nicole Strickland. I am an afterlife and paranormal researcher, best-selling author, and podcaster here from San Diego. On Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. at the San Diego Oasis Grossmont location, I will be offering a presentation called Ghostology, perfect for the season coming up, right? So in this presentation, I get into the different theories for and classifications of different ghosts and spirits and other paranormal types of entities, such as shadow people, elementals, poltergeists, crisis apparitions, angels, ultra-terrestrials, etc., as well as getting into the mechanisms of a haunting, signs of a haunting, famous cases from around the world as well, and how a lot of these energies communicate with us as well. And then also talking a little bit about the soul survival of consciousness. So the full description of that class is on the San Diego Oasis website. Just check Ghostology. And again, that is Friday, September 12th at 10 a.m. at the Grossmont location. All right, have a great day and hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Jo Darlene Reardon, inviting you to join us for the acting workshop beginning Monday, September 8th. This class focuses on techniques of acting, movement, character development, relationships, and subtext, all in an environment that is welcoming and supportive, working together to develop scenes for our showcase. Please join us on September 8th. Looking forward to seeing all of you. Thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Peter Boland inviting you to join me Friday, September 12th at the Rancho Bernardo location of San Diego Oasis for my talk called The Wisdom of the Buddha from 1 to 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's go back to the most famous teacher of ancient India and root into the questions that have been haunting you and I our whole lives. What is the cause of our suffering, of our anxiety, of our restlessness? Might our attachments and cravings contribute to our own misery in ways that we might repair through shifting and changing the way we think? How does meditation fit into all of that? So much to wonder about, so much to learn from, so much growth to be had at this upcoming talk called The Wisdom of the Buddha. I'll see you there.
Hi, my name is Sonia Cervantes. I am a certified health coach, nutritionist, therapeutic chef, and founder of Sonia's Healthy Corner. Do you struggle with a slow metabolism? And are you feeling sluggish? And would like to learn how to turbocharge your body's engine to burn more calories and have more energy? Okay, well then join me Wednesday, September 10, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Rancho Peñasquitos Library. Class 700, Metabolic Reset, Tips to Turbocharge Your Body's Engine, brought to you by San Diego Oasis. I'll see you there from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Rancho Peñasquitos on September 10.
Mary Wiley, a former dean at Southwestern College, had a rich life, yet her obituary starts like this. Mary Wiley passed away on August 12, 2025, soon after her 80th birthday. Mary was a resident of San Diego, born on July 29, 1945, and never lived more than 10 miles from her birthplace. Learn how to do this better. Attend my workshop called Writing a Life, Crafting Meaningful Obituaries, coming Wednesday, September 10th. See page 18 of your Oasis catalog.
Hi, everybody. I would like to welcome you to my class. I have long-term care insurance now. How do I use it? If you have a long-term care insurance policy, it's likely that you might not remember what you have. Maybe you've purchased it many, many years ago, sometimes more than 20 years ago. And in this class, I educate people on how to understand the ins and the outs of their long-term care insurance and how to use it. I kind of pull the lid back a little bit on how to navigate a long-term care insurance claim. I help people understand when the time might be right to file a claim, how to use their benefits. I also go over the issue of rate increases, which has just been such a difficult thing for consumers to understand and to navigate as well. I encourage people to bring copies of their policies with them if they have them, because I will be able to tell them right there in the class about their waiting periods, their deductibles, their limits. A lot of people who attend my class tell me afterwards that it was so incredibly helpful. They're very happy that they came, and they definitely would recommend it to other people who have long-term care insurance. So I invite you, if you have a policy, no matter when you purchased it, no matter what kind of a policy you have, I think this would be worth your while, and I hope to see you there.
2 books, the Bible and The Origin of Species, have had an oversized impact on how people think we got here. The Bible begins with chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now, if we skip to verse 27, it says, and God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. The Origin of Species, the introduction, begins with, I will here give a brief sketch of the progress of opinion on the origin of species. Until recently, the great majority of naturalists believed that species were immutable productions and had been separately created. This view has been ably maintained by many authors. Some few naturalists, on the other hand, have believed that species undergo modifications and that the existing forms of life are the descendants by true generation of pre-existing forms. So, did God create humans, or are we the descendants of pre-existing forms? Join me on September 11th at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Grossmont Learning Center for talk number 1540 at 10 o'clock in the morning for the talk that I'm going to be giving entitled The Creation versus Evolution Quagmire. Now, as the saying goes, the devil is in the details. So come learn about the details, and I'll see you then. Thanks.